Joining us today, guest correspondent Chris Hardwick from Wired Science.
Hello,
Chris,
thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me on.
Huge fan of your Wired stuff, but I also love the Hard and Firm.
Oh, thanks. You like the geek songs.
You guys, anything coming out soon? Or?
Yeah, we're doing some stuff for a site called Super Deluxe, and we shot a special for Comedy Central. So
and do you want to plug your J-Date profile as well? Or?
No, I mean, the J's know where to find it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
This week you got to play around at the Palm Centro.
I did.
Which I look at it and I immediately think this is like Fisher-Price, my first smartphone.
Yes, it should come with some sort of a rattle and like a tink, a tink, a tink, you know, and it really feels like that too. You hold it and it doesn't weigh anything, which should be good, but something's telling my brain like I can't take this seriously.
All right, well let's take a look and see what the phone can do real quick. Here it is. Dubbed as the successor to the Trio smartphone, the Palm Centro has a lot to live up to. With voice, text, IM, email, web, and contact capabilities, along with a full-color touchscreen and full keyboard, the Centro definitely hits the ground running. Being the smallest and lightest Palm phone to date, it's easy to carry and even easier to use. The reliable Palm OS guarantees that you'll always be in the loop, and now all your coworkers know exactly when you're faking the missed call. You might have paid a premium for the Trio, but the Centro is a meager $99 after contract. Okay, so we say Fisher-Price, but $99 doesn't sound that bad. Apparently it's sturdy. You've been testing that out.
It's sturdy. It does not shoot lightning as the thing just rolled, but you know, again, it's got everything that a Palm would have. It's heavily Sprint branded, which is kind of annoying, but it's got your EVDO network, it's got your Bluetooth, it's got a little micro SD slot when you can get a 2 gig card for like $18.
Nice.
You do have to open the back. You have to actually break into it to put in the micro SD.
You have to snap into it.
I didn't realize that at first. I was trying to break into it like a grunting ape trying to get into a
Just
coconut.
poking at it with sticks and screwdrivers.
Why are you making me sad?
But at least it does have expandable memory. You have to give it that.
It's got 2 gigs of memory, but then again, Mac phone has an 8 gig memory on it.
All right, so okay, we're making the iPhone comparisons already.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
Can you compare this phone with an iPhone though?
Not really. I mean, the thing is, my biggest problem with this phone is that they should have improved the interface from a software perspective, and not just you don't just shrink it down, because the texting, like the main function, the QWERTY keyboard. I mean, you feel like a gorilla trying to text on here.
That was everybody's gripe with, I'm not going to switch to the iPhone, I need a hardware keyboard, and now they give you this.
I mean, technically they do. You do have the hardware keyboard, but it might as well just say no fatties on it, because I'm a wispy, willowy guy, and I still have trouble texting.
You have to pinky pack and put it down and go through it.
Exactly.
All right, so you're not a fan of the keyboard, but you also mentioned the user interface. Is this the same old kind of ugly
thing?
Now
Yeah,
Palm
I mean,
OS?
they've dressed it up in a sexy, slutty red, but it's still like sleeping with your math teacher, basically. It's the same old stuff inside, which previously I thought Palm OS was great.
Yeah.
Until I got the iPhone.
Of course, and you have to say it. You have to say it.
And we had Jeff Hawkins on our show last night, who actually created the Palm, and I loved him. He's such a nice guy. Right. So it really hurts me to say this, but I'm just not crazy about
Was he anti-aliased? Unlike his OS?
Yes,
okay.
He was.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
And now we say, okay, it's not an iPhone. It's not going to be an iPhone.
Right.
You can't really compare it to the iPhone. Are they going after the iPhone market? Are they going after the same tweens that love skateboards and electric guitars?
They definitely are, with the size and the toyness of it and the price. They're definitely trying to take a chunk out of it. But again, you still have to know how to program Versamail. You still have to know, what are my incoming, outgoing mail servers? Right. What's my port?
So entry-level price, not entry-level software.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to dabble in Palm, you might as well just get like a 680 or a 700, where you can actually use the keyboard. I mean, it's the same software. I mean, nothing is different that I could tell about the software.
So then $100 2-year contract, is it worth it?
No, I really don't think it is, because again, you have to talk about the economics of utility. And even though you're only spending $99 after millions of rebates, it's still, are you going to be able to use it is the most important thing. And
the answer no.
I think, from a hardware point of view, is no. And I think geeks will not appreciate the smaller screen, because geeks loves their screen size.
They do.
And this is much smaller.
It's the only compensation they have in this world.
And still kind of bulky too.
Yeah, it doesn't fit well in the pocket.
No.
All right. Well, that's the Palm Centro. Chris, thank you so much for coming on.
I hope I didn't pour acid on your dreams, Palm.
You did it. I'm just glad to know it's not going to shock me to death if I try to accept the call with that.
It will not electrocute you like the Emperor.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Kevin.
Folks, remember, for even more on the latest news and computers and games and tech and you name it, subscribe to the AOTS Gadget Prawn podcast, available anytime at g4tv.com/podcasts.
Attack of the Show, weeknights at 7, only on G4.